UK, my friends have therapy dogs in their schools. I thought, well, let's explore that idea with the KHDA. And they were brilliant, actually. They said, this isn't a decision that we make, this is a decision that schools make for themselves.
So I'm Laura, I'm the school counsellor. I've been at Kent for 3 years now. And last year, about this time last year, it was March last year, we decided to introduce our second wellbeing dog, which is Marshall. Marshall has been great for our exam students in kind of reducing their exam anxiety. Some of them are going to be in a very fixed routine, I feel, by the end of this week of just coming down to see him before the exams as well. So he's really helpful and very much loved by all of our senior school students, definitely.
We could see the magic that happened when children were in the company of an animal. So we did our research, we made sure it wasn't too big a dog, wasn't too small a dog, that it was a dog that didn't shed its hair, so there were no extra allergens in the school. That it was a clever dog who could be trained, kind of bold, courageous type of dog that wouldn't mind being around children.
Marshall is a crossbreed with a Maltese and a Bichon Frise, so both of those breeds are hypoallergenic, which is really important when they're working with the children that might have allergies as well.
Where we've noticed huge successes with children who are reluctant speakers, just for well-being, just that lovely pleasure of being with another creature who they can always rely on will be the same. Katie's really good at getting him to eat because he's fussy.
Give him some treats.
Give him some treats. And how does he make you feel inside?
Because it makes me feel happy.
Some students find it really difficult to talk about how they're feeling and the problems that they're facing. Whereas if we have the dog in the room, that barrier tends to be taken away. One, it's exciting to have the dog, but two, also they find it easier to talk to the dog than they do to me sometimes. I have some students that will help me take Marshall for a walk in the morning, for example. So if we've got some school refusers, some students that have anxiety that find it difficult to come into school, they can have like walking Marshall as their little morning responsibility that kind of helps ease their way into the day, especially with students with special needs as well, particularly students with autism or communication difficulties. Having the dogs in schools just really helps with that because they feel like they're not being judged by the dog. So when they're getting into an interaction with a human being, they're not really sure what reaction they're going to get, whereas with the dog, they're going to get the same sort of reaction and they know that they're not being judged, and it kind of reduces that anxiety in those communication situations as well.
Every morning I come in a bit earlier and I see him just running around with loads of the little junior school kids, and he always enjoys it, and he's got loads of toys around school and you can always hear him just barking about, which is really nice to see him. And he's really cute.
Yeah.